Hello, my name is Samar. I also go by Sam for First Time Panner. As you can see from the title, this will be my second iteration of my If I Lost All of My Makeup tag. This, hopefully, I'm not trying to put this on myself. I'm not trying to jinx anything. I have a tendency of doing that, but earlier in the year, it was inspired by my no-buy, which ended up not being much of a no-buy, but throughout all of 2024 I was on not like an exact budget, but I was trying to spend as little money as possible just in general, and especially on like non-essential beauty items. And I had always wanted to do the makeup tag, like if I lost all my makeup, this is what I would buy first, but I still felt even more limited. I feel like a lot of people, which is the point of that tag, they say like you basically name the first thing in each category that you would buy just so that you could have you could cover all your bases. But I felt even more restricted by that because usually the first things that I think of, like what is my favorite thing that I would immediately want to have with me, a lot of those things are high end. I'm just realizing I forgot to put my earrings in. I'll be right back. Okay, here I am again, but this time just a hair more glamorous. But I kind of wanted to say if this was actually happening to me right now on my budget, what would I actually buy? I'd pretty much have to just be going to the drugstore. I wanted to try to cap everything around $100, even though that was kind of an arbitrary number anyway, because it's not like I was dropping $100 on makeup a month anyway, but I just wanted to keep it at that number just to see if I could do it. If this scenario ever happened to me, hopefully it doesn't, this is what I would buy. The last video that I did at the beginning of summer was a summer fall edition because I tend to wear more or less a lot of the same colors in the summer and the fall. So I figured, even though hopefully I wouldn't be wearing the exact same makeup every day for like 6 months straight, that would be kind of like my color story makeup basket, like capsule makeup bag for summer and fall. Now I'm doing my winter spring edition because again I wear a lot of the same colors in winter and spring. Winter just a little bit darker, but I wear a lot of cool tones in winter and spring. So this is all summed up. If for some reason I lost all of my makeup, this is what I would buy first, under $100 for winter and spring. Just like last time, the first thing I would immediately buy is my Milani eyeshadow primer. I love this stuff. It's the eyeshadow primer that I've been using for almost 4 years now, and I wouldn't use anything else. This is just like perfect. I have, other than like sometimes it can get like, if you don't blend it in quickly enough, it'll kind of like stick and give you like a little crusties that you somehow cannot, you just cannot scrape them off for some reason. I don't know how that works. Other than that, I have absolutely no critiques of this. As Emily Noel says, it wears like iron. It doesn't affect the eyeshadows that I put on top. It prevents everything from creasing. This is like the gold standard for eyeshadow primers for me, and according to a month ago, more or less, when I gathered all these items and looked up their prices online, maybe things have changed slightly, but according to a month ago, this retails for $10. So that's already 10% of the budget. In my last video, I believe I also skipped my NYX glitter primer, which is another staple for me. I just went straight to eyeshadow, and I also had, I think I had like 2 items for eyeshadow. This time I only have 1. And just like last time, I am putting in an e.l.f. bite-size quad. These are only $3 and they're amazing. A few of them, or one specifically that I've tried, has really bad quality, the orange creamsicle one, but this one I feel like has the best quality out of all of them that I've tried. This is the truffle, or is it truffles? Truffles with an S. This was one of the, or it was my first palette that I had in for my Project Level Up in 2024, and I just love this palette so much. It has a silver a medium brown, a dark brown, and a black. So this is on the cooler side, so I think this would be a perfect palette for winter. This is what I'm wearing today on my eyes. I'm just wearing the brown all over, and I built it up in the crease because you can build it up. These palettes are super versatile. I think they're great. And then I have the black as my wing. This is my favorite bite-sized quad. It's only $3. I know I keep saying that, but I just like can't believe how good these are for such a low price, and they're not more popular. So I would definitely choose this. Not only do I like it, it is so inexpensive that it's barely taking up any of my $100 budget. What is taking up a lot of the budget, more than a quarter of it, is this is my only like splurge item. I mean, technically I do have another item in here that is on the more expensive side, but this is my only high-end item, but that is because it is 2 products in one. It's the Tarte Double Take eyeliner, and I would get the black one. I don't have this with me, so I'll just put a picture on the screen, but it has both a like felt liquid liner on one side and then a retractable, you know, pencil liner on the other side. I line, as you can see today, I line my waterline every single time I do my makeup, and in the winter especially, I do like to do a wing. I attempted one with the eyeshadow today, but I do like a wing. I don't do it every day, but I do like to have the option to do that, especially for certain specific looks. And I've never tried this product specifically, but I have tried the black eyeliners that are on the, I can't remember what they're called right now, but the Tarte products that is like an eyeshadow stick on one side and the eyeliner on the other. And both of the black eyeliners on those were amazing. They went on so smoothly and completely opaque in one swipe, and that's what I want in a waterline eyeliner, because I do it every day and I don't want to have to like scrub my waterline every single day. That would hurt, obviously. This retails for $26, so that is taking up a lot of the budget, but I figured if I'm going to be very minimal on pretty much everything else, something that I'm going to use every single day that is going to work for 2 products in one, that hopefully is very high quality, it's fine to splurge on. This isn't even a real scenario. Hopefully it never will be. Another like technically high-end product, but doesn't cost that much money, is the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara in the black shade, of course, because I'm wearing black eyeliner and a bunch of cool tone makeup. I would get the mini size, so it's only $12. I tried the brown version of this mascara in 2024, and ever since I stopped buying from L'Oreal, which was my favorite, the like voluminous lash paradise one, that was my favorite mascara for years, ever since college, and I've been trying to find a replacement mascara for that. This one is definitely not like a dupe for that. The Lash Paradise is definitely a more volumizing one, and then this one is more of a lengthening one, but it does still offer a lot of definition and just a little bit of volume, and I really like how it separates my lashes. So I really, at least with the one tube that I tried, I really did like this mascara, so I would get a mini of this one. In my last one, I said I would get the e.l.f. mascara in the purple tube, which is like basically the same thing as the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, but I didn't really like that one as much. I don't know if I just had a bad tube, because it was like on the older, it was like maybe a year old, and it was like a free gift with purchase, so it might have just been a super old tube, but I didn't really like that one. So again, I'd rather just like splurge slightly and get the one that I really do like. For brows, I would get only one product, and that's the Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt or Express Brow. It's called like 2 different things, I don't know why. I would get it in the shade Espresso, and this is $10. By the way, I rounded to the nearest 50 cents for all of these prices. I would get this because out of all the brow products I tried, this has the best hold. The combination that I usually do in my brows is the Milani Brow Wax, and a clear brow gel, and then of course I go in with my brow pencil and then like probably a brow pen as well, but I don't have the money in the budget for all of that in this fake scenario. So if I had to get only one product for my brows that was like the best for everything, it would be this, because again, it has the best hold out of any like singular product I've ever tried for my brows, and I have very, very unruly brows. So the hold is great, the color espresso is really good for me, and the wand is really good for both like shaping my brows. Sorry, I got a text on my laptop. The wand has like two sides where you can lay down the color, and then you can also rake through your brows to get some excess product off and shape your brows a little bit. So if I had to get one brow product, it would definitely be that one. Again, that's an Emily Noel recommendation, and it really works. The next product is $6, and this is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, which I have one right here. I just mentioned this in my inventory. I haven't opened it, but I have gone through one of these completely. I really love this face primer. This one I think is currently $8, but the travel size is $6, so I would just get that one because it's a little bit cheaper. This is, yeah, just a really good affordable face primer, and I know that I like it enough to finish it and buy another one. If I could choose like my perfect face primer from e.l.f., it would probably be like the hydrating one, because that one is pore filling but just not quite as dry, because this is like just a straight up silicone primer. But I wanted to get the travel size one. For foundation, I would just do powder foundation. I've said this before, like I've accepted the fact that I'm a powder girl, and I don't want to bother with creams, and they tend to be more expensive as well. So the powder foundation that I decided to, I'm just like, I'm gonna put it behind me. I keep messing with it and it's bothering me. The powder foundation that I decided to just go for in this scenario, it's by no means cheap. It's $15. It's the Maybelline Superstay Powder Foundation. It's definitely not my favorite powder foundation. My favorite one is from L'Oreal, but again, I'm not currently buying from L'Oreal. It is slightly heavier than I prefer, just because I like a light to medium coverage powder foundation, and something that's like a little more lightweight, and this one is like MAC level coverage. But I know it's a perfectly fine foundation if I just use it in the correct way, and it's one that I know that I was able to finish, so I would get this one. Instead of concealer, I just thought I would get a color corrector, because I use color corrector every single day, because concealer usually is not enough to cover my dark circles, and I find that actually color corrector does most of the work, even more than a full coverage concealer. But the one that I use is not currently made anymore. It's the e.l.f. I actually have it right here. It's the e.l.f. color correcting stick. I so wish they still made this, because this is literally my perfect shade of color corrector. The one that I would try is also from e.l.f. It's in a peach shade, and it's called the e.l.f. Camo Color Corrector in peach. That one is $4, and I would just get this one because it's inexpensive, and I would want, like, it's not as yellow toned as I would like it, but I definitely can't be doing like a pink or the straight up yellow that they also have. I don't know who that's for. So I would get the peach color corrector, hoping that it works for me. I think in the last video I skipped bronzer, but the blush that I would get is the Essence blush, because it's only $4, and even like not even just for the price, but just in general, it is a really, really good blush. It's what I'm wearing now. It's very subtle, but you can build it up. I would get the shade Believing. It's kind of like a mauve-y tone blush. It doesn't look super, super mauve on my cheeks, because again, I'm just wearing it in a sheer layer right now. But this is just an inexpensive blush. If the packaging was more luxe, I would say they could sell this like as a high-end, even luxury blush because it is such a good formula, and the shades they have are so beautiful. They have a really good shade range. So that is the one blush that I would get. I cannot skip blush. It's one of my favorite steps in makeup. And then finally, to wrap everything up, for my lips, I would get one product, and it's like, it's actually the cheapest thing on here. Just like the Bite Size Truffles palette, it is also $3, and from e.l.f. It is the e.l.f. lip lacquer, which is their lip gloss in the shade Love Bite, which is a cool-ish toned sparkly lip gloss, and it's brown. It is so pretty. I've gone through one of these lip glosses before. How did this end up back here? Anyway, I've gone through one of these glosses in a different shade, and I love the formula. The lasting power is good. I used to wear that gloss to the gym. I just really like it, and I've always wanted to try this shade Love Bite. I believe I mentioned it even in my last video. I definitely would miss lipsticks because lipstick is like my favorite thing, but this lip gloss would tide me over until I could get some more stuff. This would just be like my baseline just to start, and I'll be perfectly happy with that. So totaling everything up, it is under $100. It's $99, so you know, with tax it would be more, but I still made it under my $100 mark. So these are basically the products that I would like immediately feel the need to have in my makeup collection if for some reason I didn't have any makeup. Please let me know, like, if you're just thinking about this while you're watching it, let me know what would be in your like emergency makeup bag if you even just want to think of this scenario. Not trying to wish it on you either, we don't want those vibes, but I just get very interested. As I always say, I'm always interested in hearing what people would like want as their very first thing if they had to start from scratch, basically, because it really shows what, you know, is your absolute favorite, your absolute necessity, like your staple in your collection, and it just says a lot about what someone values. So let me know if you have any thoughts for your own, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one, but until then, I hope you have a great day. Bye.